Hello students, I would like to introduce in front of you a new chapter. That means our second chapter, I Will Fly. I Will Fly. It was written by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Have you heard about APJ Abdul Kalam? Yes, definitely. Was our former president. Is it? He was our former president of India, right? Fine. Okay. So, and also he is very famous scientist, right? Okay, then what is APJ Abdul Kalam said to us? Okay, you must remember the title of the second chapter, I Will Fly. Okay, before that, I will give some balanced questions of his first flight is here. Some first flight questions are here. Okay, so you can search from here and there and find out the proper question answer. It's very important, only I will give you. Okay, here is also the answer and question is also there. You find out the question and answer. Okay, that is very important. All right, fine. So here again say that I Will Fly, written by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. I hope that you are following the notes. Is it? uh, I think you will start to write the notes. See, I think so. Okay, anyway, that's fine. Okay, right, good thing. Right. So let us move to a chapter. Is there, right? Before we want to know the profile of APJ Abdul Kalam. Here I will give the profile also here. See that profile is here. You can find out the profile and to start right. What's APJ Abdul Kalam and everything is there. Very important question, that profile of APJ Abdul Kalam. Here is that birth, education, career and everything is there. So you must be right. This profile of APJ Abdul Kalam. Here may be the profile. See the question last. Here is the AP Abdul Kalam profile. So you must be right this profile also, right? Fine. So just I want to read this. The profile of APJ Abdul Kalam. Fine. APJ Abdul Kalam is a former president of India. Yes. He is a great scientist. He has contributed much space for what? He has contributed much space for what in the field? Contributed much space for research. Yes. It is his great wish that India should change into a developed nation by 2020. That is his wish. He is a source of inspiration to all young men. Really, he is a source of inspiration. He is the greatest person to encourage or give inspiration to young generation. For what? For lead India to development. Okay. Abdul Kalam was born on 15th October 1931 at Rameshwaram in Tamil Nadu. He is specialized in aeronautical engineering from this Madras Institute of Technology. He became professor of technology and social transformation at Anna University and was teaching and guiding research. So he was a teacher, he was a scientist, he was president, very eminent person, He's got his education from aeronautical engineering from Chennai, Madras, that Institute of Technology. Professor also in technology and social transformation of, that's in the Annamalai University, that means Anna University, and was teaching GAID also for research. Very efficient person, very intelligent, very important contributor for the development of India, and also very inspiring person for all young man. Was born in the year 15th October 1931 in Tamil Nadu. That's a place called Rameshwaram. Rameshwaram. Okay, Rameshwaram is Tamil Nadu state. Don't confuse with Ravaneshwaram and Rameshwaram. Okay, Rameshwaram is in Tamil Nadu. Okay, right, fine. Okay, he's a former president and was also a great scientist also. And his most important contribution, he wished that once India became being a developed state nearly 2020. That's why he inspired the young generations here and there. That's a very important thing, so you must remember. Okay, that's about the profile. So I will give you the profile here. You should have to focus on that and write in your notebook. The profile question is here and also answer is there. Next page. Okay. All right. Fine. So we want to know this. What is I will fly? This is a summary. I want to know about the summary of I will fly. I will fly summary. I will fly summary is there. What is that I will fly summary? Okay, that is all right, all right. Let's see. I will explain what is the summary of this second chapter. I will fly. I will fly is an adapted version from APJ Abdul Kalam's speech. Exactly, this is a category of speech. You know speech? How many persons in this class often climb on the stage? How many persons in this class delivered a beautiful speech on the stage? I think you have a good chance because you are a student, you get good chance from school and most of celebrations, activities and so many inaugurations. How many? Okay. What is speech? You know that exactly. But the most important thing is you know how to write speech. This chapter is mainly comes to questions is that the question will comes in the form of how to write speech. You know how to write speech, you must be know first introduction, second content, third one conclusion. Introduction, content, conclusion. Introduction should be small, content is very big and conclusion is also small. So three parts of speech you must know that. Alright, so how to write speech? Definitely you have get a question, you will get a question surely how to write speech. So you must be know this. Some students know speech but there is no order. How to write speech is a important thing. That's very important in +1, +2 examination. Content, introduction, content, conclusion. So I will give here the speech here. This is here the questions of speech here. See the speech. I will give here speech. The question also asked in this examination maybe. The activities here, speech is the, see there. Yes, here the activity is second. Activity second, okay. Speech, how to write a speech. The speech is here. See the speech. How to start the speech. Introduction is there. And start the content. And last conclusion is also this. Then second important question will comes in this chapter is comes not only speech but also email. How to write email. That also the question and answer is also here. You must know how to write email. The style of email is like this, not your own way. You don't write your own way. You must be by heart the style of writing of email here. See this column, how to write this. Everything is there. So you must be right how to write speech, how to write email. That is very important question from this chapter. Okay. And this first chapter I already told, character sketch and review of the story, that is essay. Review means brief explain the story and also paragraph questions. Here sometimes paragraph question but sure speech and email. Okay, you should have to write in your notebook. Fine, good. So let us come to a point. What's that? Yes, connected summary of this story. Summary of I will fly. I already told that this Kalam speech. This is a speech. This chapter is a speech. See this first paragraph itself. Dear friends, see that. This portion is a speech. This chapter is a speech. Okay. Okay, at Hyderabad, where it is this I will fly, this speech is, I will fly, it is connected, it is taken from Abdul Kalam's speech. Okay, where he did it, this speech from Hyderabad, yes, for the school children, for whom in front of there's too much audience, that is not the village people or city people, this is inside the school. Students are the audience and maybe their parents and relatives with them of Andhra Pradesh in August 2013. 2013, this speech conducted by Abdul Kalam at Hyderabad. Hyderabad is a place in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, which year? 2013. In front of whom? In front of students and their parents or relatives. What is this speech said about? We want to know that. Okay, so now you understand I will fly is a speech. The two important questions I already said it will come. One is speech, other one is email. That question and answer also I will given here. Okay. Okay, what is I will fly? I will give you the summary. Okay, listen carefully, right? Abdul Kalam says that students need not fear about their future. Do you have a fear? In the first chapter also, the fear is one of the obstacles for the development. See here, Abdul Kalam said that you don't want to fear the future. But if you said someone like that, some students are always anxious about the future, or they have to fear, they have to connected to fear about future. So Abdul Kalam first advice: don't want to fear about your future, especially students. According to him, what? The ignited mind of youth. That's a very important word, is that ignited mind. What do you mean by ignited mind? Ignited means flamed mind. Flame, fire flame. Yes, that flame. Because young generation, young youth, your mind, your heart is flaming, just like ignition. There's an ignitus mind. Ignitus minds means, yes, the young people mind is here. Compare here. Okay. What happened? Say that ignitus mind. Ignited mind of this youth is the most powerful resources on the earth. According to him, the young generation is only assets of our country. Young generation is we needed. We need more young generation people for led India for development. Okay, so their mind. What is the peculiarity of young generation mind? Ignited. So you must be know that ignited. What do you mean by ignited? That means flame. Malayalam, there's a meaning also. I will give it here. See that meaning. Here is there. See that meaning. You must find out the meaning of the Malayalam in ignited. All right, so his advice, the students in his speech say, don't afraid of future. He addressed to students, not all people. He especially says about students, that means young generation. Don't want to afraid. First, second, your mind is ignited minds. You can contribute it more. He said it. That is a powerful resources on the earth. What is powerful resource on the earth? Ignited mind of youth. That is very important. The young generation mind is very important to our country. The mission of Shastriyan was the preparation of about 2,000 students from different schools to be the mission of, what is the mission? What is its mission's name? Mission means, what is it? The aim of Abdul Kalam is, what is that? Shastriyan. That's a Malayalam word, sir. Shastriyan. That's a very important meaning. Shastriyan. What is it? Shastriyan. What is Shastriyan? Shastriyan is the organization. Okay. For that purpose, he is in front of the stage and the audience is student. This is the function of Shastriyan. Okay, Shastriyan was a preparation of about 2000 for what? To different school to be. I mean, engineers want. We want engineers, more engineers, efficient engineers. Doctors we needed, very efficient doctors. We need scientists. We need qualified managers and civil servants. That means police officer and collectors. We can call as civil servants. So these people are we needed. They are not just for that name. We needed efficient young youth. They want more opportunity as a doctor, engineers, civil servants, scientists, etc. Okay, the students should be work hard for achieving these kinds of profession. That's way of talking, that way of thinking. He named as Shastriyan. Okay. After Kalam's introductory address means introductory speech, what happened? That means I will give now the summary of the story. Okay, now Abdul Kalam came in front of the stage and he advised the student, encouraged the student. He said that don't want to afraid the future because your mind is ignited mind. You can become a doctor, civil servant, scientist and engineers. We need for the development of India such kinds of qualified person. So you want to work hard, you can. That means he encouraged the young generation or students in front of him. Okay, and at that time, what happened? No, a boy stood up. I mean, on the stage, the dignitary members are there. Audience has too much students, and one boy among the audience stood up. Okay, then what is his? His ambitions was to become a marine engineer. One boy stood and said that I want to become marine engineer. Marine engineer means it's connected to sea and ship. Okay. He asked Kalam whether we would be able to fulfill his dream. He said that can fulfill my dream. Each student has its own dream. Okay, what you will become? Can you say some of the students what you will become? Can you say? Yes. What's your ambitions? Want to become engineer, doctor, collector? What's that? A police officer? Like that. Okay, like that. So many ambitions wants to be. So one student comes in front and a student say that I want to become a marine engineer. Is it fulfilled? What I will do for achieving my aim? Such question asked by a boy to Abdul Kalam from the audience. Okay, I'm explaining about the summary. Don't worry. Okay, he asked Kalam whether he would be able to fulfill his dream. Who said that? The boy. Kalam valued the boy's question since it was the toughest question he had ever been asked. Kalam thought that this was the toughest question I faced. What was the question? The boy said that I wish to become a marine engineer. What are the things I want to face? How can I become a marine engineer? Can you say? That was the question put forward by a boy in front of Abdul Kalam. So Abdul Kalam thought that or think it was the toughest question he faced. Okay. Kalam valued the boy's questions. In answer to the questions, Kalam's recited. In reply, Kalam didn't say in words. Kalam, instead of words, is recited. Recited means he said some lines poem. Poem. Some line of poem is he said as a reply. What is that? Okay, with the title. That poem's name is I Will Fly. I Will Fly is the poem recited by Abdul Kalam as a reply to the boy. Okay. The answer he gave was that means the main theme of that poem is that the meaning of the poem is that one can unique by being oneself. Not be all people in the country are not same. Want to be unique. Unique is meaning is here. What is the meaning of unique? Look at that unique. Yeah, unique means what? Very different. Very different. Something for which there is no other example. Here is the meaning is a unique. That is a very important word. You should be remembered. Unique and ignited. That's two word meaning you should be remembered. That two word you should remember that. That meaning also remember. The word also remember. Right? What is the two word? Ignited and at the same time unique. That means Kalam's advised the students that, or replied the student by way of reciting poem, I will fly. That poem meaning is that this one. That means don't want to same profession, don't want to same thing absolute, don't want to same quality. You want should be unique. Each person should be unique. Okay, that is his mean that. That is a very important thing. He said that in order to success, being about successful life should be unique and ignited mind. So he has said that what? Being unique. That's word is being unique. Okay, B-E-I-N-G. Being unique. People tell us to somebody else. Don't want to somebody else that you want to be unique, different from others. But Kalam tell us to be ourselves. By being ourselves, we can be unique. We can try, we can work hard, we should be unique. So that's a summary of this story. So it's not story, summary of this speech. This is not story, this is speech conducted by APJ Abdul Kalam in Hyderabad 2013 in front of the students. Okay, and this speech is said about what he said. That is our heading said about. See that, see the heading here. What is heading? See the heading here. Yes, in the top the written this is that read and reflect. What is that? Let us examine what APJ Abdul Kalam has to tell us about being successful and unique. Being successful and unique. That is a very important word. I told it. How to success? Being unique. Then only we have about being successful and unique. That is a very important thing in the student, young generation needed according to Abdul Kalam. That is his advice. So I will fly is a poem recited by Abdul Kalam in front of the audience as a reply to one of a student. He asked one question to Abdul Kalam. What was the question? The boy said it. I want to become a marine engineer. What are the things I will do? How can I will become a marine engineer? Can you advise to me? That was a question. And in reply, Abdul Kalam quoted the poem I Will Fly, and he said it. That means we should unique. Then you must successful and being fulfilled your ambition. Okay. Okay, that's about the summary and everything. Okay, we want to goes to next to this first paragraph. I already told I Will Fly is a poem, but it is a speech. He included this line of I Will Fly. Actually, this chapter is speech. So remember how to write a speech, how to write email is very important. And two important words I told, ignited mind and unique. So the content is that how young generation people can success, being success and unique. That is a content. So let us read that one. Okay. So Abdul Kalam start, I will fly. When I wish upon star, makes no difference who I am. Anything my heart desires will come to me. That is things about ambitious words or aimable lines here quoted. That means if you study, you should have ambition. Don't study, don't live without ambition. You should have ambition. I want to become like this. If you think from this study time itself, while you are young time itself, then only you reach your aim. Okay, so that means how to successful. That means the first chapter also we said we don't want fear. We don't want fear about future. We should be encouraged. We should be confident. We should be courage. We should be servants. All these quality if you have, you can reach your aim. So each person should have aim, right? Especially your people, that means young generation people. So then only you will become successful in your life, and then only you will become unique in this world. Okay, so let's start the speech. Dear friends, I realize how to contribute of the youth. See that dear friends is the introduction. Introduction after is this also introduction is the introduction verse is also the exactly that means dear friends means exactly introduction, but it is included in the way of salutation. Maybe you know the word is what is the word salutation. First one salutation, then introduction. See that salutation including the introduction. That's why I told introduction, content, and conclusion. So first one is that salutation. You know, dear friends, dear my dear friend, okay, like that. Okay, salutation is there. He saluted the audience. Then he starts his introduction. I realize how the contribution of the youth in the past have continuously contributed to the world of today in many fields. That means he says about first the contribution of youths. I need the contribution of youths. For what? For the development. The young generation can only to let the India or world to become a developed one. That is the ambition of APJ Abdul Kalam. So, he advised the young generation that you should be unique and ignited mind and don't be afraid. You should be courage and everything I already told. So, I would like to assert that no youth today needs to fear about their future. That's the first advice. In introduction, he said it. Don't want to fear, especially whom? For the old people or for the very infant people? No. The young generation, he said it, especially students. He said what he said in his speech. Now he is speaking. Okay? Right? He said it. That means don't be afraid. Why? Because you have ignited minds, flaming minds of the youth is the most powerful resources on the earth. Yes. The asset of young generation is that their minds. Their mind is what? Flaming minds. So definitely they will go and reach their aim. Don't waste your time. Should have aim, should have ambition. He said it because that's one of the resources. Resources, you know, what is that? It means in order to make what? Uh, what is that? Chicken curry or chicken. We needed salt, what's that, masala or everything. That is the resources for chicken curry. Similarly, the resources of our earth is what is that? Ignited mind of what? Young generation. So that's why you don't want to afraid. And about the earth, dear young friends, I would like to talk to you on the topic I am born with wings. Wings for what? The first chapter we already said what is the use of wings? In order to fly. So if you have wings, you can fly. How to attain wings? You should have aim, you should have ambition, you should have unique, you should have ignited minds. So then you can fly. You can fly means you can reach very high. You became successful. That is here meaning of I will fly. All right. That's the first paragraph. The advice. That's the introduction. Okay. Introduction is over. That's it. Do you understand? Okay. So here is one question is that why does Dr. Abdul Kalam says that no youth need to fear about the future? Definitely a good question is that. So you must be answer. Dr. Kalam says that no youth need fear about future, because the ignited minds of the youth is the most powerful resources on the earth, under the earth and above the earth. Under the earth and above the earth. What is under the earth and above the earth? Ignited minds of youths. It's said about youths, young generations. Okay, so that's why we don't want to be afraid, according to APJ Abdul Kalam. So the first paragraph is over, right? So I think you understood what I said. I told I will fly. It's a speech conducted by APJ Abdul Kalam. He was a former president, scientist, professor, was born in Tamil Nadu, that's in a place called Rameshwaram, and he is now in the stage in Hyderabad, that's in Andhra Pradesh. I conducting a speech. That speech is in front of you. I read it. In order we needed how to write speech, I already told it. How to write speech we want: salutation, introduction, content, and conclusion. I already given this speech of here, the question answers when the speech is here, and email also here. So here Abdul Kalam encouraged the young generation on the stage. Young generation is the assets or resources of our earth. Why? Because their mind is ignited minds, flammable mind. So that's why it is very, everyone should possess a successful life, and everyone should possess an ambition or aim in order to unique and success. So that was his advice, and he also said it. What are the quality of success? We know in first chapter, success is related to what? Encouragement, confidence, courage, perseverance, and so many other qualities. So that's why he said it. Don't want to be afraid about your future. Who said it? Abdul Kalam said to young generation. So I already said the summary. You remember that summary, and we will go to that summary to this next classes. Too much things we want to say about this. All right. Then I already told some of the things too. I hope that you are completing your first chapter note. Did you? How many students did you complete the first chapter notes? Including this, I did give some other things for the first chapter, connected to first chapter among this. You can see this here. Is it paragraph question is there? See the paragraph questions as I already given. Okay, this is paragraph questions. You must be know that how to write the paragraph questions is there. All right. Then grammar, reporter speech is there, maybe. May not be. I don't remember that exactly here or not. All right. So first chapter is a story, and second chapter is a speech. This grammar says about the reporter speech, how to convert direct speech to indirect speech. How to convert direct speech to indirect speech. That's the first grammar you want to study. That means change the direct speech sentence to indirect speech. Indirect speech is also known as reporter speech. So direct speech is transferred to reporter speech. What are the changes comes out? You can understand that. The answer is there. Usually in 10th standard, you already study the direct speech and indirect speech by one line or two line. But here is you want to change the questions paragraph to entire paragraph to answer paragraph. See that example I will give you how to change it, that one, and while it's open school I will give inside the classroom on the board. Okay, so up to that you just have to write this one, direct speech and indirect speech. Okay, then question answer is there. I already told it. Okay, that's also very important thing, Sandra. So if you didn't write the notes, it will become great burden, because you have a very short time, because the year ending is now. Now it is comes next month, December. There is half of our portion. Want to half no 70 December. In December we want to complete all our portion, but we have start here only. So the notes should be very perfect. As per my advice, you should have to write the notes. I already told. I want to sign that one. Then only you will get the C marks. There's a particular column you should have to write and everything. I already told that. So definitely you should have to complete the note fastly. Otherwise, it became great burden for you. After it became very bore, you are became lazy. So complete notes quickly, and also read this story again and again. Right? Okay. So that's all our class today. I think it's. I hope that you understood now. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.